Hey guys, Rockingtheblade here once again. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my top 11 movies of 2018. And I bet you're wondering, Rockingtheblade, what happened to top 10? Well, when I was going through the list, I realized that I saw so many incredible movies the past year that I had to make an 11 list. And there's a couple of them that are ties while I'm looking at it. So it's like, instead of a top 10, the top 11. And also, I want to apologize in advance for this video coming out really late, simply because of the fact of I was sick, man. Like I was like really just sick because I had family come over, and then all of a sudden, the little kids, you know how little kids are, they cough without covering their mouth, and I must have caught something, as you can tell from my voice. This is how I normally. I mean, I took some medicines last night, and just took some just a few moments ago, but it's like everything's finally calmed down, and and plus I couldn't rest because they were like early birds, like they'll sleep early and get up early. So, and I'm kind of a night owl, so it kind of like messed with kind of threw me out of whack, as they say. And I got sick because of it. But with that being said, let's get down to the nitty gritty and tell you my top 11 movies of 2018. Number 11 is A Quiet Place and Mission Impossible Fallout. Let's start with The Quiet Place. Oh my God, The Quiet Place. I saw that in. Where did I see that at? I know I was in Florida when I saw this. Oh, I was in New Orleans because I was going to see WrestleMania 33, and yeah, I was in there for WrestleMania 33, and or no 34, excuse me, and then while we were there on vacation, so that's one of the movies we wanted to see was says blockers. Was The Quiet Place, and Quiet Place was horrifyingly scary. I know, in the theater the movie was supposed to be quiet, but to me it felt very extra quiet, because they felt that if they made it, the people made a sound, that they would kill the characters on the screen. It was that intense, and wow, that movie just scarred me. It was horrifying. It was scary. Granted, the monster designs weren't the most original, but still, to make any form of sounds, they'll get you. And the thought of that, living in a world where you can't really interact normally like that, it's horrifying. So definitely go check that movie out. And Mission Impossible Fallout. It goes to show you that, man, say what you will about Tom Cruise as a person, but as an actor, he got it, man. He still got it. He's still doing crazy stunts and crap. I remember this one stunt he did when he was on top of a plane, holding onto a plane, and I thought that was CGI. No, that was legit him on a plane. I'm like, are you serious? There's so many ways that stunt could have gone wrong. This dude's nuts. But he's still willing to do it for the sake of the art of the film, man. Seriously. But he was fantastic. Simon Pegg was there as well. He did a fantastic job. Vin Rames, of course, great as always. Glad to see him return into the role. Also, Henry Cavill showed that he's not typecast. You know what I'm saying? He can only do a great Superman, but he can also do a great agent character as well. So this dude's nowhere near typecast at all. And I'm glad that he showed he got great acting chops. But I've been known that since I saw him in his not his film debut, but the first film I saw him in is his underrated movie called Immortals. Excellent movie, by the way. If you like 300, you'll like that movie a lot. And that was the first movie I saw him in, and he did fantastic. So I found out he was doing Superman. I felt that was in good hands. And now, with Mission Impossible Fallout showing, okay, dude's not far from typecast. He has acting range, and good on him. But overall, great action movie. I cannot recommend enough. Go see Mission Impossible Fallout. It's a great movie. That's why it's on the list. Number 10, Venom. Venom was one of those movies that I was very pleasantly surprised, mainly because I thought for sure, because of the critics and people, what they're saying about it already, early viewings wasn't very good. I went in there with low expectations, and when I went and saw it, I came out very, very surprised. I thought it was a good time. It wasn't great, it wasn't revolutionary, but it was a damn good comic book film. It was good. It was surprisingly funny. Had great action scenes, cool moments. Venom looked awesome. They teased Carnage in the spoiler alert, minor spoiler, but everyone knew that it was going that direction anyway. Minor spoiler on that part, but little teaser at the end, the Stan Lee cameo, God rest his soul. Yeah, he was also fantastic too. It was a great movie. Not a great movie, but a good movie. Has its flaws, has some dumb things, has some like plot holes here and there. Well, a plot hole, I would say. Or, well, when you say, you know what I mean. It wasn't like a plot hole. Like, well, that got resolved kind of fast. But despite that, it was a good action movie. I wish it was rated R. It made a lot of money in the box office, but still, it goes to show you that, doesn't matter what critics say. I mean, that's just their opinion. It doesn't matter what the people think, and you guys loved it enough to make it over $800 million. So it's a damn good movie. Very underrated, though. All right, number 9. Moving on to the next one. Definitely check out Venom. It's between Ant-Man and the Wasp and The Incredibles 2 at number 9. Funny enough, I saw these movies the same day because we were kind of behind on movies. Me and my friend Koopa, so we did like a double feature. We saw The Incredibles 2 and Ant-Man and the Wasp. So let's start Ant-Man and the Wasp. Oh my god. It was pretty damn good. Again, not great, but good. Like, not great like other movies on this list, but it was still a good time. I love how they mess with him being giant and stuff in the trailers you've seen. They used it more than just that scene there, obviously. The villain was pretty cool. Very sympathetic when you find out the person's backstory. Wasp was awesome too. It goes to show you that she's, a great partner as well. Not a psychic, a partner, a badass one at that. And it goes to show you that the female, thanks to Wonder Woman, it led the charge for, hey, even female superheroes can be awesome. And she was awesome. No doubt about it. But it was just a fantastic, well acted. Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, fantastic. I mean, Michael Douglas as Hank Pym, fantastic. The actress who plays, the Wasp, also fantastic. Lawrence Fisher, aka Morpheus, is in the movie, though. He's in there longer than you think, believe it or not. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, it's a good movie, man. Great effects, great movie. Another great Stan Lee cameo. Actually, it's pretty funny when you see it, what he says. But yeah, man, definitely go check out Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was a good movie, good time, good villain, good story. And yes, and the end credit and the after credit scene does address Infinity War. I won't spoil what happened, but yes, it does. And with Infinity War, it does address what happens. The after credits you can skip because it's kind of funny, but you don't really need to see it. But yeah, go check out Ant-Man and the Wasp. Incredibles 2. Man, boy. Mostly nowadays with, big budget movies, it feels like, internationally it's making more money than domestic. Well, holy crap, that was the opposite case for The Incredibles 2, because they made like a ton of money domestically. A ton more than internationally. I mean, internationally, don't get me wrong, they made a lot of money. But domestically, they made a lot of money. I mean, a surprising amount of money. It's insane. But it's a damn good movie. The scene with Jack Chan and that raccoon alone from the trailers you've seen was like cinematic, like, wow, man. It goes to show you what Disney, they're the powerhouse. It's like, wow, it just blew me away how good it was. I'm like, whoa, this scene is so awesome. And then not just that, everyone's awesome too. And I like the concept of that. They're trying to bring, basic plot is trying to bring back the heroes, but the villain that doesn't want them to come back. And it was a cool concept. And it was a cool villain. Great twist though. If you pay attention, you could see it early, but good. It's a good twist. The motivation's kind of weak, but still the action's good. The effects, of course, are a lot better. I mean, what is 2018 when this came out, and that movie was like years ago. So of course, visually, the CGI's gonna look hell a lot better. But yeah, the action's great, the acting is great, all the actors return, so that's really cool. Even Samuel Jackson, which by the way, who plays Frost, which by the way, dude's 70 years old. Oh my god, that is nuts. He doesn't look it too, man. He looks good for his age. Good on him. Everyone you know and loves, that did their voices before has returned. Did an amazing job. I mean, it just wows me how great this movie looked and great. It was a great movie. I enjoyed it. It was fantastic. It was me. I know people were like, there's that big debate though. Like everyone was like, no, the first one was better. No, the second one was better. To me, in my opinion, the second one was better because it had more action and the kids were more involved. And sure, it's a little bit of the reversal of like, oh, is this, doing the same plot but with the dad this time? You'll know what I mean when you see the movie. But still, it does show that it is our single fathers who look after their kids and whatnot. But I think I kind of spoiled it right there. But still, the trailer did show that. Regardless, but still, it was a good movie. Great effects, great action. I mean, it was a worthy sequel. I think Disney said they want to do sequels for a while, but I would like for them to do one more, and then that's it. Cap it off with an epic third movie, and then, yeah, make one more Incredibles movie, and then run off to the sunset, and not make no more. I at least want this one more. Just make me this one more movie, not be a happy camper. But that's just me. But yeah, definitely go see Incredibles 2. Alright, so that's number 9 for both. Number 8 is Ralph Breaks the Internet. I recently heard that a lot of people didn't like this movie. And I don't know why, because the movie was pretty damn great. To me, it was better than the first one. Great, I think people were expecting more online things like a Call of Duty, Battlefield, Fortnite, or, World of Warcraft, popular online things that people are playing right now, but I guess they couldn't get the rights to it or didn't have time to get the rights. They get the famous acts like Google, YouTube, Amazon, eBay and stuff. In fact, the plot kind of revolves around eBay, which I won't go into any more than that. But it's a great movie, and of course the effects, the animation, I should say, amazing. Of course, way better than the first one, obviously. Plot is very easy to follow, very fun, and it covers internet trends, which, oh my god, it's so true with these internet trends. Also has a very good moral message at the end. I'm like, you know what? Even Koopa was like, and man, I needed to hear this when I was younger. That's how good it was. It was a good moral message at the end. And yeah, man, it was a good movie. Of course, Ralph is my boy. He's like my favorite Disney character. Penelope, he's another great character. Then the new characters that fun fact Gal Gadot plays is like this GTA / Saints Row Online kind of like gamey dealio thingy. And it's a lot of fun, I heard. And not a lot of fun, but like she did a great job in that role, I should say. And like a fun little thing to do. And it's funny how I won't spoil it here, but it's funny how they act a certain one way when the game is on, when it's off, it's like they're completely different. But I won't spoil what it's like, what it is, but it's funny. But Gal Gadot did a great job there too, also showing that Gal Gadot, who played Wonder Woman, is showing as well that she is also not typecast like Henry Cavill. She can do other roles. Kudos to her. But yeah, man, it was a great movie and with a great message at the end. Great animation, easy to follow story. I liked it. Again, there was no Mario. The only thing that was close, the only thing, of course, Sega was like, here's Sonic, but I don't know why Nintendo didn't want to show Mario. I don't know what to deal with that. The only thing we got close to Nintendo wise was, the blocks that Mario hits, but that's about it. I wanted Mario, at least Mario, Luigi, something. I don't want Nintendo's like, I don't know, maybe if they do a third one, they might allow that, but I don't know, man. I just found it weird that Sega was like, yeah, because it was back during like the console wars when when Sega and Super Nintendo were like competing to see who's the best. I bet you if a movie like that was coming out during that time, and they asked Sega and Nintendo to join, I bet you Nintendo would have joined on besides Sega. So that's a fact. All right, that's number 8. Number 7, Searching. Like with The Quiet Place, it is horrifying from a different aspect. With the Blair Witch Project, used the found footage thingy and whatnot in terms of like to make it look more realistic. But this time they use actual laptop cameras to tell the story. And I know you're thinking that, but how does that work? How would that work? It's hard to describe, but when you see it, like one of those things that it's hard to describe, but when you see it play out in action, it is like, I mean, there's twists, there's turns. I mean, the story keeps you on the edge of your seat. At one point, I'm like, wait, can you repeat that again? I'm like, oh my god, it is horrifying. And the basic plot is about his dad who's trying to find his missing daughter. And it's easy. It's funny how like he figures out how to go through Facebook and whatnot, and he goes to all these different apps that I didn't even know existed beyond Facebook and Twitter, which I use. But man, there's like a ton of different. I'm like, man, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Some of them look recognizable. Others like that could be just from the movie. I don't know. Then again, I don't know. It could be, could not be. I don't know. But it looked something that was legit. But overall, man, it's just one of those things that I'm just so glad that I saw this movie. Even when I saw this movie, I agree with Jeremy Jobs. Like when I was doing the list, looking back, I'm like, this has to be my list for sure. There's no way it cannot be. It cannot be, because it was amazing. And definitely go see The Searching. I don't want to say any more because I don't want to spoil anything. But if you think, when you look at the movie, you think it's gonna be one thing. Trust me, it could be something completely something else. And you'll be pleasantly surprised. And trust me, you're gonna be there for a crazy, crazy, crazy ride. No, there's no doubt about that. Alright, number 6, Bumblebee. Like with Into the Spider-Verse, which, spoiler alert, it's on this list. I thought it was gonna suck. Kind of like I mentioned before on my Bumblebee, I went to an early screening, and like I mentioned before when I heard the first one about this, I thought it was gonna suck, to be honest with you. Because I was feeling the Transformer fatigue like everyone else. Because I thought the first one was great, second one was garbage, third one was great again. But then after that, after the third one, I think they should have stopped. To me, after the fourth one, they should have stopped. Because the fourth one, in my opinion, was Extinction was good. But after the fourth one, they should have stopped. But it went from great, bad, great, good, and then decent with the fifth one. And I'm like, okay, it's going back down. Now that the quality's going down. I'm like, you can feel the fatigue. And now with Bumblebee, I'm like, oh man. But I didn't hear the director was doing it. I believe his name is Travis Knight, could be wrong. And he did a phenomenal job, dudes. Not only was it a great Transformer movie, but probably the best one to date, in my opinion. The best one to date. I'm like, whoa. It's how good it was, guys. It was amazing. It was phenomenal. It was like, it showed Cybertron. In fact, there's rumors of them doing a movie based on that with Optimus Prime showing off the Cybertron Wars. I'm like, yes, and more yes. I will throw money at that and see that sucker on IMAX. That's how much money I will throw on that, because I want to see that crap. But overall, it's a great movie. I don't want to say any more, but go see Bumblebee. It is way better than I expected. Especially like the beginning, the third act, and the final act fight, and like the beginning fight of Cybertron. You see, it had their iconic G1 looks. Oh, so good. Go see it. I cannot recommend it enough. Go see it. Number 5, Black Panther. Black Panther. Everyone I talked to loved that movie, and it was great, and I can see why. It's number 5, and it's on my number 5. It's granted, the effects weren't the best in the world. I admit, I thought Aquaman should have been, an Oscar worthy, not Black Panther. Because there's certain scenes that look really, because Black Panther was more inconsistent, where Aquaman was consistent with the effects. I'll get into that when I get to Aquaman. But yeah, certain times it looked great, other times it looked, I don't know, kind of rushed. But despite that, though, had a great story, great main protagonist, great antagonist too with Killmonger. Michael B. Jordan, man. Again, surely not, he's not typecast with Creed. With also Creed and now this movie, dude's not typecast like with Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot. This dude can act. He did a great job in this movie. Probably one of the best Marvel villains. Right there, although Vulture broke the streak, because Vulture was a good villain in my opinion in Homecoming, but he really made sure that no Marvel villains are being taken more serious. There's some part of the recent Marvel movies that show that no villains are taken more seriously, and now are being shown that no, they can be just as amazing as the heroes, and he was great. And even his motivation was like, even though he was wrong going about it, but he just made some good points. But still, and a great story, had a great moral message, and it was just a great movie, and it had great action, great message, and Also, it was just great to see for the black community to have a hero to look up to. I mean, it was like they finally had something to look up to, and like with Black Panther. Don't get me wrong, Blade was amazing, but Black Panther was like the first big major black superhero, and now it not only did a good job, did a great job. I mean, people were like cheering when Stan Lee showed up when he made his cameo. I mean, it wasn't funny, but it was pretty cool to see him there as always. God rest his soul. But yeah, man, Black Panther was a feel good action movie. Even the female heroes and were awesome too, and had their cool shining moments. It was a well done movie that everyone could enjoy, and now it's just, especially for the black community, now I have something to look up to. Now this is like their Superman and their Batman. That's something to look up to, and like it's so positive. All of them doing Wakanda forever. It's so cool, and now it's getting the mainstream. It's getting mainstream recognition and stuff, and it's cool to see a character who's only popping in the comics and game and media now getting popular in the movie. He hit mainstream, and I'm so happy for Black Panther on that front. Great movie though, go see it. I'm gonna nitty-gritty. Number 4, Deadpool 2. In the beginning though, it was slow. I was worried at first about Deadpool because at the beginning it was kind of slow. I was like, oh boy, which I won't get into why because that's spoilers. But like I was like kind of worried at first, like oh, I don't know. But once Cable broke into the prison, which the trailer shows, I don't know this one that, and then from there on him, and then especially when he was shooting X-Force, the movie got like it got its legs and then shot up to the moon because the sequel just was so much better at that point. Because the beginning was slow, it was like but plot, like I said, you understand the plot reasons. But then once, like I said, X-Force and Cable in the picture, it really picked up and went and shot to the moon and never came back down. It was funny. It was action packed. It was easy to follow story. It was amazing. I mean, it was so damn good. It was so damn good. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, kind of like how Henry Cavill is Superman or Ben Affleck's Batman. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. Dude is amazing. I mean, he did an amazing job. I mean, he made sure that the sequels and it's a miracle the movie's even great as it is because there's a lot of behind the scenes problems. The original director left. They had to get directed for John Wick to help with finish the movie. And all the recipes to be a bad, not terrible, unworthy sequel, but Ryan Reynolds made sure, and he put his heart and soul and made sure that he saved his movie. He did. So it went from being not only a great sequel, but better than the original movie. Granted, it didn't make as much money though. I think it's off by a few 30 million here and there, but still, it made a good amount of money. Goes to show you that people do care about this character. And yeah, go see Deadpool 2. It's funny, fantastic. No cameo. There's a picture of Stan Lee. I know I'm just throwing it out there, but there's technically is one through the teaser, which you can look up online after this video. So yeah, there's that. So on the next one, number 3, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Like with Bumblebee, I thought it was gonna be bad, but not only it was probably the best animated movie of the year. Sorry, Wreck-It Ralph, I love you, but Spider-Man was so much better. Not only was better, but it was one of the best origin movies out there I've seen since Iron Man and Man of Steel. Like, really great origin movie for Miles Morales. And another black African-American superhero that people can look up to besides Black Panther. Because Miles Morales, man, I didn't think they'll make a movie of him anytime soon. But not only they did, it's the best Spider-Man movie ever. I thought no one could beat Spider-Man 2. And no, in my opinion, Infinity War Civil War doesn't count. Granted, he's in the movie, but the main focus is not on him. Like the original Spider-Man trilogy, amazing Spider-Man movies. But still, it's the best one to date. Amazing. It was well done. Oh my god. It was so good. I mean, the main villain, granted, the only thing I can say bad about the main villain was not necessarily bad with his proportion, which is weird. But despite that, and I wish with the of the world, the characters of Spider-Man from the different universes, I wish that we were there with them longer. But despite that, really good. Go see it. I cannot recommend it enough. It's a great, worth your time movie. Definitely go see it. I cannot recommend it enough. Number 2, Aquaman. Aquaman. Oh my god, the fact that I didn't get nominated for visual effects for Oscars is a damn crying shame. Because great story, great villains, great origin movie. Right up there, like I said, with Man of Steel, Iron Man, and even Into the Spider-Verse. it could be in the top 5 great origin movies. Granted, it was long, but it was covering not only what was going on, covering the origin of Aquaman, but what was going on in Atlantis and why Aquaman had to stop the war coming to the surface world. But it was a great, easy to follow story. The main villains were awesome. Black Manta was awesome. The other villain that was there was also awesome, and looked awesome too. Nicole Kidman is there playing Aquaman's mom. Aquaman, Jason Momoa is fantastic in the role of as Aquaman. He is Aquaman. The visual effects were amazing, Oscar-worthy. Oscars. I'm disappointed, very disappointed that it should have been an Oscar-worthy movie. Great action, great special effects, simple to follow, but easy to understand story. It's a great DC movie, and I was worried, just as Justice League did good but not great in the box office, I was worried that the DCEU's future was in danger. But thanks to how great this movie did, it's in great hands. And like I said before in my review, long live the DCEU. So yeah, go see it. Go see Aquaman. I cannot recommend it enough. Go see Aquaman. It's worth your time. And number one, it's obvious, and that is Avengers: Infinity War. I cannot deny it. And granted, like I mentioned before, the reason why I felt that BVS was better than Civil War was that, granted, it's the second movie in the universe of the DC Cinematic Universe, and that they were playing it. They were taking big risk. In my opinion, they succeeded. Where Civil War was their umpteenth Marvel movie, and they were playing it safe. Infinity War was like, "Are you sure you want to do risky stuff?" I'm like, "Yes," and they pulled that trigger in Infinity War. Granted, I think they went a little bit overboard in my opinion, but they pulled the trigger, and I'm so proud of them. I'm really proud, and now I can't wait for what happens in Endgame. Oh my God, I cannot wait for Endgame. It looks to me like gonna be amazing, and. Infinity War was not a movie. It was an event that I'm glad I was a part of. Though never in my life I've seen a theater full of people that felt absolutely defeated. It was depressing to watch, but I can't blame them though. If you see the ending, which I'm not gonna spoil, and people got defeated, including me. But I'm like, I cannot wait for Endgame. People were speculating what it was though. Kudos to the internet who got it right. A lot of people said it was like Endgame before it was announced. It was Endgame, so kudos for them getting it right. Great action, great effects, great main villain. Oh my God, so many heroes like Spider-Man, people with Doctor Strange, and granted, all the heroes don't meet everybody, but still, Captain America working with Black Panther and Doctor Strange working with Spider-Man, and seeing the Guardian, seeing Vision and Scarlet Witch together, like how they are in the comics, it's so cool. The final battle was epic. Every time, Thanos was like the Joker of that movie. He stole every scene he was in. My God, Josh Brolin is Thanos, dudes. He shows why he's a big, intimidating threat. And oh my God, the guy. So many. Every time the big hero show like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, or Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and Hulk. Every time they showed, they had the big applauses. It was just it felt like an epic event, and I can't wait to see what happens next in Endgame. I'm really excited for Endgame. So Avengers: Infinity War is my number one movie of this year. It is amazing. Go see it. You probably already seen it. My movie made $2 billion. That's how good it was. So go see Avengers: Infinity War. I cannot recommend it enough. So that's my top 11. So that's the top 10 list of 2018. I can't wait for 2019 and beyond. I can't wait for that. Also, I'm looking forward to Avengers Endgame, but Shazam as well, and Captain Marvel. People are like, I'm still about it. I'm still giving it a chance. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I just see it's almost nearly 30 minutes. Jesus, but I had a lot to cover. But my next video will be my top 10 games of 2018. Until then, I'll see you next time. Alright, guys. It's Rockingtheblade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. Have a great day.